As the end of the semester is near, so is finals week and student stress levels are high.
It's the most wonderful time of the year unless you're still looking for that perfect Christmas gift. But how are shops handling the pressure?
President Biden and Russian President Putin had a call this morning regarding threats to Ukraine. National updates ahead.
A Pearl Harbor survivor is able to attend the 80th anniversary on the attack. How he was able to attend coming up as TV2 News starts right now.
This is TV2 News.
Good evening, Portage County, and welcome to your last Tuesday newscast of the year. I'm Alexandria Manthey.
And I'm Kelsey Drennen. We start today with what some of you might be feeling, stress due to finals.
That's right, as the end of the semester is approaching, so is finals week.
Our correspondent Austin Rupert has the latest on mental health resources. Austin?
Thanks, guys. Mental health is something Kent State is taking seriously, which is especially important with finals approaching. With finals week approaching here at Kent State University, some students are experiencing stress and other mental health issues. Kent State University's More Aware initiative through the College of Public Health seeks to improve student mental health and wellness across the Kent State University 8-campus system. Beginning in 2018 with the help of a federal grant, the initiative was recently funded for 3 more years. Evidence-based gatekeeper training, mental health screenings, and peer-led wellness programs, which are designed for a diverse group of students, are the defining features of the initiative. The More Aware initiative focuses on 5 key areas. These include building infrastructure to expand and enhance mental health services on campus, providing gatekeeper training to students, faculty, and staff through programs such as Mental Health First Aid, the Question, Persuade, and Refer program, and the Validate, Appreciate, and Refer program. The initiative promotes online and in-person mental health and substance abuse screenings and spreads awareness of mental health services with the help of the Division of Student Affairs, KSU Care Center, and the Student Multicultural Center. It also aims to disseminate educational materials through the use of peer mentor programs. Outside of the More Aware program, there is 24/7 mental health help available to all Kent residents and KSU students through the Coleman Professional Services and Town Hall 2. And in addition to all this stress, I'm sure many students are worried about buying Christmas presents for their families this year.
That's right, Austin. Businesses in downtown Kent are preparing for the holiday shopping.
TV2's Ali Kiphart joins us now with info on how the Christmas business is going so far. Hi, Ali.
Thanks, ladies. I spoke with the manager of Off the Wagon in downtown Kent about Christmas shopping this season and how they are handling it. Shortages are happening all over the country, and local Kent businesses are no exceptions. Companies such as Off the Wagon are experiencing the nationwide supply chain delays. That, along with the high demand, the worker shortage, and the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, is causing lots of items to be unavailable. This past October, consumers say they saw more than 2 billion out-of-stock messages while online shopping, causing an 8% rise of sales of physical stores, a 10-year high. Analysts believe in-store pickup options will skyrocket this season, but still believe in-store may be the best option for last-minute Christmas shoppers.
There have been a couple companies that have completely shut off ordering already, which that was like a month ago when they did that. So we definitely have shortages of some of our best-selling products, but we're just trying to make up with that by finding products from other companies, shopping a little bit differently.
Have a safe holiday, Portage County. For TV2 News, I'm Ali Kiphart.
Thanks, Ali.
The deadline for Kent State students and staff to get vaccinated is near. The action plan was announced at the beginning of the semester, which requires all students, faculty, and staff to either get vaccinated or apply for a religious or medical exemption by December 20th. As of October 29th, a total of 828 applied for an exemption and 533 of those were approved. Those with an approved exemption will have to complete weekly testing while on campus next semester.
A sheriff, sergeant, and deputy in Portage County were cleared for any wrongdoing in the Independence Day shooting that left a 36-year-old Ravenna man dead. Both the sergeant and deputy were put on paid administrative leave for the entire investigation. The prosecutor wrote that the sergeant and deputy acted in an objectively unreasonable manner to defend themselves against Matthew J. Morse, who was pointing a weapon at them.
Good Tuesday evening, Portage County. I'm Nathan Welsh with your weather forecast. Now, right now in Kent, it's 25, though it feels like 19. With that dew point at 13 degrees, that gives us humidity at 56%. We got winds from the east at 5 miles an hour and visibility out to 10 miles. Now, as we look across northeast Ohio, we've got temperatures similar to ours, just around the mid to high 20s. It's finally getting into that winter weather. Now, as we look across the rest of Ohio, we got similar temperatures all the way up to 30 in Cincinnati. Even where it's warm, it's actually pretty darn cold. Now, as we look into tonight, we have a 15% chance precipitation, probably nothing to really worry about there, 26 degrees and cloudy. Of course, the sun has already set because it's that winter time where it gets dark at 4. But that's all for now. But stay tuned. I'll have your 7-day forecast and more after the break.
Thanks, Nathan. Are you looking to possibly foster some pets over the holidays? The Summit County Humane Society is looking for families to provide temporary care for these furry friends. Supervisor Ashley Botts says that fostering dogs is a great way for them to relax and enjoy the time away from the shelter. Supplies will be provided to anyone who fosters, and if you're interested, sign up to volunteer by using the website at the bottom of the screen.
Not send any diplomatic or official representation to the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics.
China is looking for rehabilitation after the Biden administration announced to not send an official United States delegation to the 2022 Beijing Winter Games.
The former Empire star Jussie Smollett takes the stand over his allegedly staged attack back in 2019. What the star and his team have to say over this allegation.
I think the obvious decision is that I'm going to be the voice. I am, an ex-theater major.
Whatever, an ex-theater major. I am a theater major.
I have a theater performance minor. Mine is just as important.
I bring the entertainment to this show, so go ahead.
Obviously, it should be me, because ain't nobody as fierce as I am.
Oh, no. It should be me, because I'm a freshman. And obviously, freshmen are more important, right?
No, it should be us, because we're the oldest. Exactly. And we have Andy Joe. Hello.
Everybody wait! The only voice that should end this commercial is the College Voice, Fridays at 2 p.m. Now say it with me.
Watch the College Voice on Fridays at 2 p.m.
I feel like her heartbeat is like same speed as mine. And I think we have this deep connection, this heart connection in her heart, that there's room for me and Mom. When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
She's really good with Anya. I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, it's gonna be cool. She's my superhero.
Good job, Kitty Cat.
When we adopted Lucky, we discovered all the wonderful things that make her unique.
Lucky's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly she's pure love.
Welcome back. President Biden and Russian President Putin had a call this morning regarding threats to Ukraine.
Our correspondent Kennedy Webb-Glenn has the latest national updates. Kennedy?
Hi, Kelsey. Biden's administration is exploring options on the possible evacuation of U.S. citizens from Ukraine. This measure might be necessary if Russia attempts to invade the country. The contingency plan is being led by the Pentagon. The administration continues to brief Congress on the sanctions package being prepared by the administration in response to a potential attack. It is undetermined whether Russian President Vladimir Putin has made a decision to invade.
An opportunity to discuss a range of topics in the U.S. and Russia relationship, including strategic stability, cyber, and regional issues. But you can certainly expect that our concerns about the military activities on the border will be a prominent part of the discussion.
President Biden took a video call this morning with Russian President Vladimir Putin, warning Putin of economic consequences if Russian aggression continues. The diplomatic effort began when Russia collected enough forces, equipment, and supplies near Ukraine's border to move an attack at any time. Putin believes Ukraine poses a threat to Russia due to its close military and political ties with the U.S. Biden has issued to have a conversation with Ukraine's president Thursday. I have been Kennedy Webb-Glenn, reporting from Franklin Hall, TV2. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Kennedy. China has threatened the Biden administration with retaliation over its decision to impose a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics.
This comes after the Biden administration's announcement Monday to not send an official United States delegation to the Winter Games as a statement against China's, quote, ongoing genocide and crimes against humanity in Xinjiang. Responding to the White House announcement, China's foreign ministry said it had launched solemn representation with the U.S. and vowed to take resolute countermeasures.
Former Empire actor Jussie Smollett took the stand yesterday in his disorderly conduct trial. He told the jurors his side of the alleged 2019 attack that he's been accused for faking for attention.
The actor said two men yelled racist and homophobic slurs at him, poured an unknown chemical substance on him, and put a noose around his neck.
Smollett is facing 6 felony counts of disorderly conduct for allegedly lying to the police about the crime. Each count carries a sentence of up to 3 years.
Hello again and welcome back to the weather forecast. Now we're looking into tonight. It's pretty much just going to be consistently around 26 degrees with cloud cover overhead pretty much the entire night. And as we look into tomorrow, we're going to see that cloud cover continuing, starting to open up around the evening, but it's just looks like a pretty cloudy day. Now, as we look into our 7-day forecast, remember those clouds that I mentioned? Yeah, they're going to be there for the entire following week. We're going to see some rain, not snow, but rain. As you can see, these temperatures low of 50 basically on Friday. So we're seeing some rain coming, going to wash away whatever snow was left, and that's going to be replaced by clouds with some sun in the beginning of finals week. And now I'm going to do a bit of weather prognostication. I'm opening my third eye, and it looks like we got a white Christmas. But don't quote me on that. Still a bit too far out to call for sure, but you know, trust me, I think we're going to have a white Christmas. Now, that is all for my weather for this semester, but the weather will move on without my forecasting. So go out and enjoy it. I've been Nathan Welsh.
Well, thank you so much, Nathan. What are your opinions on this white Christmas?
Well, I think we're going to see a white Christmas. It's going to be beautiful, picturesque, like a Thomas Kincaid painting. You're going to see snow covering those trees. It's going to be gorgeous.
Perfect.
Let's hope for that.
Yeah, let's hope. All right. And a Republican lawmaker proposed a new bill to attract and keep Ohio college students with grants, scholarships, and tax breaks. A bill from Representative John Cross states that graduates of any Ohio college, public or private, who has a full-time job in the state will be exempt from state income tax for up to 3 years. Cross says that to attract students, they need to come up with a more creative approach since many other states provide incentives to students.
And 3 years have passed since the U.S. Supreme Court abolished a national ban on sports gambling. Yet, Ohio has been one of the 19 states to pass the legislation. But this could possibly change soon. Ohio Senator Kirk Schering mentioned that the Ohio Senate and House of Representatives reached an agreement on a potential sports betting bill. So get ready, sports fans, because you could possibly see this law signed by the end of the month.
Find out how the men's basketball team did last night, and I've got a preview of the Kent State women's game next.
One Pearl Harbor survivor is able to attend the 80th commemoration thanks to the kindness of others.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Get strawberries? Okay.
Every one of us has a voice. And every voice has the power to shape the world. Ours is no different. Our voice is 85 years in the making, a voice that's more than 700 students strong, one of the largest in the nation. It's 10 different award-winning media partners sharing 34 outlets, all working united toward a common goal. Our voice reaches 30,000 households on TV, over 22,000 magazine readers per year, 500,000 newspapers, feature films in stores nationwide. Our voice is pride in what we do. It empowers students, emerging professionals, to ask tough questions and demand answers. We believe in our voice. We believe in its ability to change the world. And our voice makes us who we are.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Hi, welcome to Tuesday Night Sports. My name is Ian Herrmann. We will start tonight with a recap of the men's basketball game from last night. The Flashes played host to Towson University last night and fell to the Tigers 73-58, and Kent State falls to 4-3 on the year. The Flashes ultimately lost the game in the first half after going down 43-29. At one point in the first half, Towson was up 23-5. Kent State also shot just 28% from the field and 25% from behind the arc. Sincere Carey led all scorers on Kent State with 17 points. They added 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Giovanni Santiago was the only other Flash in double figures with 16 points and had 2 steals. The Flash's next game is a holiday-themed game against Detroit Mercy Thursday at 7 p.m. And the Kent State women's basketball team, who is off to a hot start of 6-1, will host Duquesne tomorrow at 7 p.m. The women are coming in winning their last 2 games against Penn State and St. Bonaventure. Duquesne is currently 4-5, but winners in 3 of their last 4 games. The Flashes will look to lean on their 3-headed monster of Lindsey Thal, who is averaging 14.4 points this season, Katie Shoemate, who is averaging 13.9 points this season, and Nyla Blackford, who is averaging 10.9 points this season. I think the Flashes will take care of business again, and I have them winning 62-54. And the New England Patriots traveled to snowy and windy Buffalo last night to take on the Bills in a pivotal AFC East matchup. The Patriots came into the game with a record of 8-4, and the Bills with a record of 7-4. Winner of the game would move into first place of the AFC East. The conditions in the game were less than ideal, with wind speeds upwards of 30 miles per hour and wind gusts upwards of 50 miles per hour. The Patriots used this to their advantage, and they ran the ball 47 times and threw the ball just 3 times. The Bills were more of a 50-50 split in their play calling, but in the end, the Patriots got the win 14-10 and are now first place in the AFC East and AFC We will now take a look at the updated AFC standings. And as we look, the New England Patriots are first. That puts them at 9-4 on the season, followed up by the Tennessee Titans, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Kansas City Chiefs. And then as we look down, we have a couple more teams, but that is all I have for sports for today. My name is Ian Herrmann. I hope you all have a great rest of your night.
The 80th anniversary of the Pearl Harbor attack is coming up, and as a token of kindness, what others have done to give thanks to a survivor.
Get strawberries? Okay.
I feel like her heartbeat is like same speed as mine. And I think we have this like deep connection, this heart connection in her heart, that there's room for me and Mom. When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
She's really good with Anya. I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, you know, it's gonna be cool.
She's my superhero.
Good job, kitty cat.
When we adopted Lucky, we discovered all the wonderful things that make her unique.
Lucky's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly she's pure love.
Your favorite weekly music show just got even better. We are now online serving all the needs of your favorite music media. You can check out our site for editorials and reviews from our writing staff featuring headline news and stellar illustrations from our design team. In the mood for your favorite artists? Check out links to our past episodes on this new and brilliant site. We are now one click away at KentCoreTV2.com. We are Kent Core. We are music-driven media.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Welcome back. Instagram is unveiling a new set of safety tools for teen users and their parents. The head of the app is planning to testify to Congress about the platform's risk to underage kids.
These tools are going to include time management, limits of unwanted interactions with adults, exposure to sensitive content, and optional parent supervisions of the children's accounts. And today marks the 80th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, and one survivor is attending the commemoration to represent his unit, thanks to the kindness of others.
Jim Mendoza has more on the 101-year-old recipient of crowdfunding generosity.
Brother, when Japan attacked Battleship Row.
It's hard to say what the feelings that run through your mind are. You're scared. You don't know what's going to happen next.
During the bombings, Schaub helped load his ship's anti-aircraft guns.
When I realized we were under attack, I got busy doing what I was told, but passing ammunition and getting that sort of stuff done.
Schaub was 21 years old that day. He's now 101. Kimberly Heinrich says as her father has gotten older, he shared more about his Pearl Harbor experience.
You know that it was a significant thing. You know, he was pulling bodies out of the water.
Schaub is the last surviving member of Navy Band 13. He wanted to come back for the 80th commemoration to represent his unit.
80 years is a long, long time, and I'm still here.
But his health requires 2 caregivers, and his family couldn't afford it, so they turned to crowdfunding.
What was most amazing to me is that people did respond. I don't have words to really thank these people.
Thanks to the generosity of total strangers, Schaub will be one of about 40 Pearl Harbor survivors at the December 7th ceremony.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That was very generous and unexpected and very kind, and I am forever grateful.
When he's here, Schaub will meet a member of another Navy band who also survived the attack, and he'll return to his musical roots as a guest conductor for the Pacific Fleet Band. Jim Mendoza.
All right, well, that was such a heartwarming story, and as you guys know, it is the last Tuesday newscast of the semester. So how are you guys feeling about exam week and going home for the holidays?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't really have a lot of exams, I'm going to be honest.
Me neither.
But it is a little stressful still because of projects, but how about everyone else?
Yeah.
I definitely have a lot of finals. Definitely have a lot of studying for me this week.
Yeah, I have a few exam week exams and then some that are actually this week. So
me too.
I got to start battening down the hatches.
Yeah, but I'm excited for a good break. So
it is definitely needed, for sure.
For sure. Well,
100%.
that is all the time we have for this evening.
For updates on all these stories and more, visit KentWired.com and visit us on social media at KentWired. Until next semester, I'm Kelsey Drennen.
And I'm Alexandria Manthey. Have a great night, Portage County.
Wizard, roll for deceasedness.
My Dark Wizard casts Super Fireball.
The wizard has only rolled an 8.
What? This is garbage!
Spell. No way a roll like that
10.
doesn't hit a level 1
I
goblin.
have
Are
7.
you serious? You gotta be kidding
Oh my
me.
God!
Seriously.
What is
It's
going
just a baby
on?
goblin.
Cease your quarreling, children.
What?
What are you doing, you crazy monster?
Nanny?
Oh my what?
You should stop being nerds and playing D&D and be nerds and watch All Systems Go Wednesdays at 9, where we talk everything from movies, games to anime and more.
Yeah,
No,
seems
yeah.
reasonable.
Go watch All Systems Go.
Okay, guys, let's go.
I gotta tell Michaela.
What?
Oh my gosh!
That you would not believe. What?
Oh, the blurb's on at 9 on Tuesdays. Hayden, I can't speak. Who's gonna do the commercial if I can't speak?
I mean, I think the obvious decision is that I'm going to be the voice. I am, an ex-theater major.
Whatever, an ex-theater major. I am a theater major.
I have a theater performance minor. Mine is just as important.
I bring the entertainment to this show, so go ahead.
Obviously, it should be me, because ain't nobody as fierce as I am.
Oh, no. It should be me, because I'm a freshman. And obviously, freshmen are more important, right?
No, it should be us because we're the oldest. Exactly. And we have Andy Joe. Hello.
Everybody wait! The only voice that should end this commercial is the College Voice, Fridays at 2 p.m. Now say it with me.
Watch the College Voice on Friday.